Over the past 2 weeks, I don't think a day has gone by without seeing a headline about the Trump tariffs. Unsurprisingly, the stock market has been on a roller coaster because of it. Honestly, it's a bummer. I know market swings are part of investing, but I personally hate seeing my portfolio take a hit. What bothers me more is the fear and uncertainty these big shifts create. A friend of mine who just started investing is now thinking about selling their index funds at a loss. Ugh, I get it, but I hate it. Now, I know the FI community is full of smart long-term investors. You don't need another stay the course pep talk. You already know that. But lately, I've been thinking about tariffs in a more personal way. We know tariffs are taxes on imported goods. But what if we borrowed that idea and applied it to our own lives? What actions deserve a personal tariff from you? I'm talking about the things that cost us more than they're worth. Things that make or save us money, but at the expense of our own sanity. Here's an example. I was booking flights recently and saw two options. One was a 6 a.m. flight for $140, and another was 11 a.m. for $170. My frugal brain wanted to book that $140 flight really bad. But then I thought about the 3:30 a.m. wake-up call and the exhaustion that would come with it, and how it would mess up the start of my trip. It was so hard for me to do, but I chose the later flight, and it was absolutely the right call. Years ago when I started my FI journey, saving $30 would have felt like a win, and I definitely would have advocated for it. But now, as I get closer to financial independence, I see that spending a little more for a better experience can be worth it. Eventually, I have to use all this money, right? So in this episode, we're going to take that concept and roll with it. And I'm breaking down 3 categories that deserve a personal tariff as you gain more financial freedom. Let's get into it. All right, number 1 is working with people who drain you. Honestly, I don't think anyone that has financial freedom should be doing work that drains them. But even more importantly, you definitely shouldn't be working with people who drain you. Some examples could be difficult clients, toxic coworkers, or micromanaging bosses. I run a podcast production agency with my brother, and while most of our clients are amazing, we've dealt with a few bad apples. These bad apples have missed deadlines, ignore processes, have unclear expectations or demands, or routinely pay their invoices late. I'd love to help everyone, but at this point in my business and my finances, that kind of behavior deserves a personal tariff. That might mean charging more for the same service or ending a relationship altogether. So I challenge you to think about the people that you work with. Are there any who consistently drain your energy? Could you limit your time with them, raise your rates, or walk away entirely? I think this is a personal tariff worth considering. Number 2 is giving up your prime time. This is going to mean something different for everyone, but you instinctively know this. My early morning flight example would fall into this. Sleep is really important to me, and events that jeopardize my 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. primetime sleep hours are definitely going to get a tariff and be overly scrutinized. That's not saying that nothing doesn't pass the test though. Saving $30 to slug through an early morning flight on what was supposed to be an awesome vacation isn't worth it to me anymore. But seeing my favorite band in concert that doesn't end until midnight? Well, I might make a tariff exemption for that one. A few other examples could be early morning or late night meetings, forced commitments that steal away your weekends, or work obligations that bleed into your family time. So think about what time is sacred to you, and obligations that threaten that time probably deserve their own tariff. And last, number 3 is choosing lower quality choices. As I've gained more financial freedom, I'm starting to look at my spending through a different lens. Sure, I still compare Uber and Lyft to save a few bucks because the experience is basically the same either way, but that logic doesn't apply everywhere. One area where I've loosened the purse strings is food. Gabby loves a healthy sweet treat, even if it's twice the price as the regular version. And honestly, I'm all for it. And she's really changed my mind on this too. If I have to spend a little bit more for something organic or no sugar or gluten-free, or something that just makes me feel better after eating, that is money well spent. And the stuff that leaves me feeling like crap, well, it's got to get its own personal tariff from me. This doesn't just apply to food. As your financial freedom grows, what are higher quality choices you would like to make, but feel guilty because they cost more than the lower quality version? It might be time to shift your mindset and mentally apply a tariff to the things that no longer serve you. All right, so just as I recap again, number 1 is working with people who drain you. Number 2 is giving up your prime time. And number 3 is choosing lower quality options. I'm not saying that you need to change your mind on all of these areas. There is nuance in each. It's not always a black and white decision. I still make choices that save or earn me more money, and I'm totally okay with that. But as I gradually gain more financial freedom, I'm trying to design a life I'm more proud of that isn't always ruled by the most financially optimal choice. One where I'm not always defaulting to the cheapest option or the hustle hard mentality. But that shift takes time. After 15 years of programming myself to think in terms of maximizing every dollar, I had to rewire some of those habits. And these personal tariffs have helped me permit myself to choose differently. So I hope that you enjoyed this quick hit episode. And as you are on your own path to financial independence, remember, the goal isn't just to save money. It's to build a life that feels good to live. One with more ease, more energy, and more alignment to what matters most to you. So I hope this episode inspires you to create your own tariffs and protect what makes life feel rich in the ways that actually count. See you guys in the next episode.